The bank manager of Scotiabank of Burgeo, Corinne Chubb, she really wanted to come in and talk about the importance of being aware of fraud. Fraud is a thing that affects a lot of people, and you can easily be took up on fraud, and you don't even realize it. So anyway, this is interview now with the bank manager about fraud. So in the studio today we have a bank manager of the Scotiabank, Corinne Chubb. She wanted to come in and speak about a very important topic, and that's fraud. But before we get to that, you are our new bank manager of Burgeo.
I am.
And just wanted to ask you, so, how is that going?
Oh, it's good. It's definitely a learning experience.
Yeah.
I have a great staff here, wonderful people in the town. Everybody's been really welcoming, and that makes me feel very good to be back, definitely.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be here for a long time.
Yeah. So now you had to go away for a while in order to be able to get that job, right?
I was gone for almost 2 years, actually.
Yes, boy.
I worked in a few different banks in different positions, and lots of courses and study in between.
Yeah.
But
it pays off, eh?
It all paid off. When I left, I didn't know how long I'd be gone or if I would be coming back at all, but really glad that it worked out the way that it did.
Perfect. That's great, that is.
Thank you.
So anyway, congratulations on the manager job. So now, fraud. Fraud is a topic in which that appears everywhere.
Unbelievably so.
Yeah. And there's so many scams, and there's people trying to dig in your pockets every which way. So I think that you got a very good thing to tell us about fraud.
I do. Well, hackers are so smart today.
Yep.
When they make their living, they spend their 40 hours a week figuring out ways to get money out of mine and your pocket.
Yeah.
Right? Every year, thousands of Canadians, just like ourselves, educated, non-educated, doctors, lawyers, everybody, fall victim to fraud and losing millions of dollars. They're continually improving the sophisticated way that they do get money out of us. They target people of all ages, and retirement savings, homes, everything can be lost.
Yeah.
So it was really important, I felt it was really important to come down and have a little talk to make people realize that we can all be victims of fraud and different things that we can look out for, ways we can help to protect ourselves and our family members, because a lot of people who do fall victim to fraud are people who are a little older sometimes, who live alone, who don't have that family support, nobody helping them with their bills and their mail and realizing when things are going wrong in their lives.
Yep.
So if you suspect suspicious activity, report it to us right away, 1-800-4-SCOTIA, 24 hours a day. Someone's there to take your call, and they can help to protect your savings. Scotiabank, as all other banks, will never send emails or text messages asking for your password for online or mobile banking, your PIN number, your account number, the 3 digits on the back of your card. We'll never ask for those things. We know those things.
Yes.
And if ever you get a call or an email that asks you for personal information, pretending to be Scotiabank or saying they're Scotiabank, if you're not comfortable with it, if there's any little niggling feeling at all, hang up.
Yes.
Call us back either here at the branch level or the 1-800 number on the back of your card.
Yeah.
Because if it was a legitimate call, we'll have a record of it.
Yes,
even if it came
that's right.
from our call center, we will know if they were trying to reach you for something.
That's right.
So if you're not comfortable with what they're saying, hang up and call us right back.
Yes. Yeah. One thing that I do know that what it tries to do now is it tries to make you believe that someone was accessing your account, and they want you to verify who you are or whatever else, right?
Absolutely.
So that is, also to some people, it was like, oh my God, my account may be in jeopardy, so I better put in my stuff in order to change it. So that's one little nick that they tries to do, right?
It is, and those emails can look really, really legitimate.
Yeah.
But if you look at them closely, it will probably say, instead of, Steve Hiscock, it will probably say, dear valued customer, we've noticed that your account's been tampered with, please verify your information here.
Yeah.
But we will never ask you to verify your information or
right.
sign in from an email that we've sent to you.
Yeah.
So what you would do in that situation is, once again, call the branch or call the 1-800 number on the back of your card, so you know you're talking to somebody who legitimately works for Scotiabank.
Yes.
And that will protect yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So a couple of things that we want you to watch out for, a couple steps that you can take to protect yourself. If you've lost your card or realize that it's been stolen, call us immediately. We'll get the card statused and we'll reissue you a new card. In most circumstances, if you've legitimately lost your card and you've protected your personal information, you don't have your PIN number taped to the back of your card or anything like that, anything that it's been used for, 9 times out of 10 you're going to get your funds back. You are going to be covered.
Yeah.
And having said that, you should never lend your card or disclose your PIN number to anybody, even if it's a family member. You know, the weather's bad and your cousin's nephew is there or whatever, somebody that you kind of know, but they're going to go to the store and you say, oh, just take my card. But you should never do that. Not even if it's a person you really, really trust. You shouldn't share your PIN number. And always protect your PIN. Yeah. And I know today we have the tap, which is great, and a lot of people are using that, so you're not showing your PIN number anymore.
No.
But if you do still use your PIN number, try and put your shoulder kind of a little bit forward or cover it with your hand in some way. Yep. And make a habit of changing your PIN periodically. Yep. Just to stay at one step ahead of the hackers, because a lot of people put a PIN number on their card. They have the same PIN number for every card, and they've had that number for 15 years, right?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
So you really should make a habit of periodically changing your PIN number to a new updated number. Yeah. And of course, we want you to choose a secure PIN that nobody would figure out. So don't use your cell phone number, your date of birth, something along that line. You can even choose a word, like a four-digit word, say, I don't know, your favorite color is blue. Yeah. You can spell out the word blue on the pin. It doesn't have to necessarily be a number. You can use a word in it as well, right?
Yeah. And also, too, don't use 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, or 1, 1, 1, 1.
Or 0, 0, 0,
yeah,
0.
Mix it up a little bit and try to make it something that you'll remember, but it won't be obvious to anyone else.
Yeah, because, I mean, if a hacker is looking for you, they're going to be looking for birth dates. They're going to be looking at, phone numbers, as you said. Anything to do with you, for you to remember. So you almost got to be ahead of them, right?
Oh, absolutely. Right? Absolutely. And that's a challenge in itself, because they are very sophisticated at what they're doing. Yeah. Definitely. But yes, you try to pick something that's going to stand out to you, but wouldn't be obvious to anyone else. Yeah. Okay. And look over your statements. It surprises me how many people don't, at the end of the day or at the end of the month, just kind of flick through your transactions to make sure that you do recognize the things that are on there. Yeah. Because quite often you'll see little transactions and not realize that they're not yours. Not every hacker comes in and takes $1 million. No. It could be $10 here, $100 there. And if you're not watching your statement, you could, a year from now, realize that you've lost a lot of money. Yeah. So that's something to definitely keep an eye on as well. Check your bank statements when they come in. Open them up. Have a little look through and make sure that you are the actual purchaser of everything that's gone through there. Yep. Okay. And when it comes to giving out your card number over the internet or over the phone, if you're placing the order, if you've called somebody up to order something and you know it's a legitimate company, it's someone you're comfortable with, I don't think that that's a bad idea. But if something pops up on your screen, or you've never heard of this company before, but gee, that looks really cute, I think I'll order it, I might think twice about it. I'd probably either have a small balance credit card for online shopping, or even a prepaid card. Yes. Right? So you're not putting all of your own information, or PayPal. Yeah, that's right. Another option. Yeah. Yeah. For shopping online.
PayPal is really good. I used PayPal for a long time, and I do know that they have their own insurance. So if you didn't get the item, they would refund you. Okay. When you how much it was, right? Perfect. Yeah. So that's a good thing on them too, right?
It is, absolutely. That helps to protect you. Yeah, and so some other preventative measures that you can take are be suspicious of any unexpected emails, which we talked about, and instead of clicking, if there's a link in an email, instead of clicking on that link, so if it said it was Scotiabank and they wanted you to contact us, go to a fresh browser and type in Scotiabank.
Okay.
Don't just click on the link inside of the email.
Yeah.
Always go in and type it in yourself. Register for Verified by Visa, which is a free service that provides an extra layer of protection and guards against unauthorized use of your Visa online. Something else that you can do, Scotiabank offers free McAfee for a full year.
Okay.
So if you have online banking, you sign up for online banking, you can go to our security section, which is just down on the front of the main page, and you can download McAfee for a full year for free, and also Trustee Rapport. What that does, when you're shopping online, Trustee Rapport will show green up in the hyperlink, up in the what do we call that?
HTML.
Yeah, HTML line.
Yeah.
It'll show you that is actually a secure site that you're on.
Yeah.
If it isn't secure, it will show up gray.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's free as well, and you can get that from the Scotiabank site.
Yeah. Because I do know there was one scam in which that scammers actually had an overlay on an official website. So once you clicked on their link on the official website, it redirected it to their fake site.
Right. So they had taken over the actual website.
Yep.
Yes.
It's crazy, boy. Some of the stuff.
But that's why I say don't click into it. Actually go and type it in, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So there's all kinds of different frauds and things. Identity theft is huge in today's society. Ways to, let's see. Identity theft is when a criminal accesses your means of identification and uses your information to access your bank accounts, government benefits, all kinds of things in all areas of your life. And they can open credit cards, run up bills, just destroy your credit basically. And that's another reason it's really important to make sure that all the statements and things that you're getting, if you're getting mail come and it's just junk mail, instead of just tossing it in the garbage, shred it. Yeah. Right? Don't toss out anything that's not shredded. Yeah. Probably a little safer here in Burgeo, but if you're in a larger community, that would definitely be important. Yeah. Any caller or automated machine that's asking for your credit card or bank number, don't do it. No. Email requests looking for personal information. Someone steals your card or asks for your banking password in person, never share it. And if you do, sometimes people do pass out their information unwittingly and just, oh my gosh, why did I do that? Yeah. Call us, we'll status your card, come in, change your PIN number right away before anything can actually happen, right? Okay. Yeah. And I actually had a conversation with a friend who did something like that, and they fretted all weekend because they thought they had to wait for us to open on Monday. Oh. So they made a mistake Friday evening. Yeah. And spent the whole weekend watching their account, making sure nothing happened. Didn't realize that they could call 24 hours a day and get the same service as what you could get here at the branch. Yes, boy. So that made a big difference. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. If you do discover that you've become a victim of fraud, there's lots of things that you can do to get things back on the right track. Yep. So we'd like you to gather all the information about the fraud, any documents, receipts, copies of the emails, text messages that were sent back and forth, and report the incident to your local police. Yes. Absolutely. This ensures they're aware of which scams are out there. Sometimes it might be a scam that they haven't come across before. Yep. So you might uncover something that's larger than you realize, right? Yes, exactly. Yeah, and you can also contact the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre and report the incident to the bank, of course, where the money was sent. If it was Western Union, if it's fast enough, they may be able to stop the transfers from happening. And if it took place online through Facebook or eBay or somewhere like that, be sure to report the incident directly to the website as well. And these details can be found under report abuse, I think, or report an ad, something like that, on the Facebook or eBay pages. Yep. And anytime you are a victim of identity theft or identity fraud, you should call Equifax or TransUnion. You can find them online, or you can contact the bank and we'll give you the information. But they should always know so they can flag your account to make sure that your credit report stays accurate. Yes, that's right. So that's really important going forward if you need to buy a car or get approved for a mortgage. If things are showing up on your credit report, that's not yours. It needs to be taken care of, right? Yes, that's right, yeah. So this list I have here, 10 cyber crime prevention tips. Use strong passwords. And I'm sure you know all about that, right? Yes. Different ID and user ID and password combinations for all your different accounts. Like we spoke about earlier, with the same PIN number for 10 years. Yes. You want to change your passwords up regularly as well and not have the same password for every account. Yeah. Make sure you've got your firewall on your computer. Go to the Scotiabank site, download McAfee if you don't have a virus protection on your computer already. Like I say, it's free for a year, and then you do get a discount for the next year afterwards, so that's great.
Yeah.
Make sure your social networking sites are all set to private.
Yes.
There's lots of ways. Secure your mobile devices. There's lots of ways that you can protect yourself from cyber criminals. Secure your wireless network, but you would know all about that, wouldn't you?
Yes, that is a big yes to
Definitely.
do that. Yeah. Yeah. Because without that, people go on any computer you got and access everything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So phishing is a type of identity theft. And what happens with phishing is cyber criminals create emails, texts, or social media sites. It looks legitimate, and then they try to trick you into using them to share your confidential information. So don't open any attachments or click on hyperlinks in emails or text messages. Don't call any number that appears in email. I think we've covered these things already, but some of this information is so important, right?
Yeah.
And do be suspicious of any emails or anything that come in that doesn't look quite right.
Yeah.
All right. So when it comes to Scotiabank, you go to your Scotiabank webpage and you go to the security down on the bottom. You'll see a little security link that you can click into.
Yep.
And it talks to you there about our security guarantee, the firewalls and monitoring, express sign-on. If you save your card number to your devices, that actually will help protect you.
Yes.
Because nobody will see you keying your number in, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
You'll see your number, and a whole bunch of it will be X'd out.
Yep.
So if you sign on in a public place, nobody sees what you're typing in there because your number's already in. So that will definitely help to protect you as well. Yeah. If it's on your own device.
Yes. One thing that I like about my iPhone is I got the mobile app, and it lets you use your fingerprint.
Yes.
So once it's already done, I just put on my fingerprint, and I don't need to enter in anything else.
Right, it knows it's you.
Right, and then that is amazing. I think that is great. One day fingerprints may be the key to everything.
Possibly. But for right now, it works really great for that.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Do you use the Apple iPay as well?
It's there, but I haven't really got into that yet.
Okay.
Yeah. To be honest with you, the tap thing, I don't trust it.
Oh.
I don't. I would rather put in my PIN and everything else. I'd rather not to just tap, because I do know there's like scammers out there. They actually get scanners, so they could actually just walk by you, and they'll pick up your pay pass. Right? Oh yeah, there's certain things like that, right?
But you have to remember that with your banking, as we talked about earlier, if your card should get used, and that's why I said you have to check your receipts, you have to check your statements at the end of the month or at the end of the week. If you've had transactions on that card that aren't yours,
that's right.
You are protected.
Yes, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
And with the tap, you can only use it, I think it's
so many times?
2 times, like for $100 right in a row, and then you actually have to insert it and use your PIN.
Yes, but
yeah. So that does, like, if you use it for less than that, it won't flag. But if you used it twice in a row for $100, it will flag, and you'll have to put your card in and actually key your PIN number.
Oh, okay.
So you are protected even with the tap.
Yes,
More so than you probably realized.
Yes, yeah. I didn't realize that. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that just talks about ways to spot a phishing email. Like we talked about already, the urgencies. They'll come to you and say, "Dear valued customer, it's very urgent that you contact me right away."
Yes.
Well, don't. Just call your regular bank and verify with them that if there's a need for you to be contacting them, if there's an issue with your account, we will know.
Yes.
Okay, you won't have to go back to the 1-800 number that called you, or it's probably a computer voiceover. It's not actually somebody calling from a phone, even though they can make it look like it's coming from Scotiabank. Often it isn't.
That's right.
We will call you from time to time. I mean, we will.
That's right.
We have surveys and things that we like people to respond to, and there's different reasons. We might have special offers that we're calling you for, but when we call you for that, might be from the call center, but we're not asking you for your personal information.
No.
Right?
Yeah. The only thing I think the only ask is to verify your account is maybe like your date of birth or like your mother's maiden name.
Your last transit. Well, even that I probably wouldn't give out.
Yeah.
If they're calling me, I would probably be more inclined to think that they would ask you, was this transaction the last transaction you did in your account or something like that?
Okay.
Because they will have a lot of that information, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Well, remember that for next time.
If I was making the call,
Yeah.
if I was somebody who was calling the bank and they asked me for my mother's maiden name, I would absolutely.
Yes.
If they needed that. But in the regard for them to call me and ask me, I probably wouldn't.
Okay.
Right? I would hang up and I would call my local branch at a 1-800 number on the back of my card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say, were you guys trying to call me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
One good way to protect yourself for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's great, you know what I mean, because, I mean, we do know that there has been some people in town that has fell to some scams, and I've heard of some of the ones that has been on the go. But it is good to enlighten people on how to protect themselves and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, there's some scams where I had it written down here too about, say for example, you've won a sweepstake.
Yes, that one is a famous one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And
you send us $500 and we'll send you your winnings. It's just to pay the taxes. But they sound so professional, and they can really make you believe that what they're saying is true.
Yeah.
So you have to be vigilant at all times to protect your information.
Yeah, and especially that one, was it the Royal Prince leaves you to riches or something, and you gotta send them so much in order to get it. Yeah, that one is classic. That one is.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, so is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's about it. Like I say, just always feel free. Well, that's what we're there for. If people have questions, if there's something you wanna know if this is legitimate, just give us a call. We're there to answer the questions any time of day.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.